going to do a one pot recipe today, which is paprika chicken. And I've got 10 chicken thighs here, sort of 8 to 10, but some of these are quite small. And also what I've done is I've fry-lighted the pan, seasoned with these with salt and pepper, and then I've lightly browned them on both sides. And into my pan, I'm going to add a thinly sliced onion. I've just left the pan in there with the chicken juices. There's enough, there should be enough for it to fry in there. I'm going to add my thinly sliced onion. And also what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that cook for 3 or 4 minutes. I don't want to brown it, I just want to soften it. And then after that I'm going to add 2 cloves of garlic that have been crushed to that and fried for another minute, and then I'll be back to you. Right, I'm there now. The onions are nice and the garlic's all sweetened up. Also what I'm going to do now is add 500 grams of ideally floury potatoes, but I'm going to add some halved new potatoes because there's not many in the shops. Floury, we're out of season. So in there you go. Then I'm going to add a tablespoon of tomato paste and a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. This dish is sin free apart from the Dijon mustard. I think has got 1 or 2 sins, so the whole dish is less than a sin per portion. What I'm going to do is stir that in for a minute, and then I'm going to add a teaspoon of paprika. This isn't the smoked one, it's just a normal one. 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar and 400 ml of chicken stock. Yep, I think we're about there. Let me just 1 teaspoon. Oops, a generous teaspoon. So 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. This is only a half tablespoon measure. So did I say tablespoons? It's 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. And my 400 ml of chicken stock. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to just reduce that down slightly for the next 2 minutes. And then I'm going to add my chicken thighs back to it. And then I'm going to come back to you. Hiya, I've added my chicken breasts and it's all bubbling away nicely. It's easier for me to move this. It looks really nice. Also what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cover that. So I want the potatoes to cook now. So I'm going to cover that for the next 10 minutes. It's on a medium heat. And I'll come back to you in 10 minutes. Right, it's now been boiling away with the lid on for the last 10 minutes. The potatoes they're not ready yet, but they're well on their way to being cooked. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave the lid off for 8 minutes, or until everything's the sauce is thickened up, the potatoes are definitely ready, and it's ready to serve. And also what I'm going to serve that up with is some freshly chopped parsley. My daughter's just come down from upstairs and said, "Oh, that smells absolutely lovely, what is that?" And then my husband's just come in from dog walk and he said the same, so it's sounding very promising so far. Hey, I'm now ready to serve up. It's sauce has gone nice and thick, so I put my potatoes in a bowl and spoon some of the sauce and the onions as well. Then I'm just going to put a couple of chicken thighs on top of that. I will say as well, I'd probably, if I did this again, I would brown the chicken thighs a bit more because they're a little bit, I think they'd look nicer if they had a darker cover on them. They look a little bit anemic, I suppose. Then also what I'm going to do is, I've got some fat-free creme fraiche, sorry, fromage frais. Gonna put a dollop of that on it. And then I've got some freshly chopped parsley. And there you have a more or less sin-free, lovely one pot to wash up dinner. So I'll see you back again tomorrow. Dinner's ready.
Some rare old sauce on it, isn't it?
Yeah, just tomato and stock and paprika.
I don't want too much of that stuff.
Okay.
Why not?
I'd have it like it to come out of the restaurant.
Because I don't really like creamy things.
It's not creamy. It's yogurty.
Thank you.
How is it, babe?